This is the Nautitech 44. We're hoping to do a perspective because we own a 40, so it's interesting to see what the difference is between the smaller boat and the bigger boat. Let's step on. They've changed this. I love the seat actually. They've changed this. I spend when I'm sailing, I tend to sit in this corner here. So this looks really comfy, and the whole console. You've got twin aft helms here, just like the 40, of course. New davits, and steps up to the big wide decks. But this is quite a bit different to the 40. This is a bit flatter console here, B&G. They've changed the bimini covers. They look a bit smarter actually. And unlike the 40, all the lines come back to the helm here. So you see they come through the coach roof. So what have we got there? We've got the reefs, first, second, third. Coming back down. So you do all your reefing here, look. So that's an improvement over the smaller boat. Galley to hold on to as well, so it's pretty safe. Those are new. Flush hatches now. That's an improvement. It's looking very smart actually. They've definitely upped the quality of all the fittings. The Solent is still a self-tacker. I think there's an option for an overlapping jib as well. This one is set up with a self-tacker. The track's now on the coach roof. On the 40 it's down there. So that frees up this space here. They've got the cushions out. That's an option, I believe. And this boat has the bowsprit, so you run your Gecko and your Code 0, etc. off that. It's looking very neat. 2 steps up to the rooftop, and of course, what I like about the Nautitechs is that the boom's low. So let's step up here as your reefing lines. If you do have a problem with the with your mainsail, it's so accessible. This boat's been fitted with solar. They're not rigid. They're quite flexible, these ones. I'm not sure whether that's an option. Let's go back down to the deck. Nice non-slip surface. Three lockers. That's your windlass in there. That's the same as the 40. Here's the port locker for your fenders and lines, etc. with the starboard water tank. It's a sleek profile. 2-spreader mast. These davits look quite smart, these new davits. Just compare them to the 40. See that? Actually, it's quite good that you can compare the boats side by side here, actually. The other difference here is the track, which is now down here on this aft beam, and on the 40 it's on the coach roof. These lines look nicely routed back. That goes down to the cockpit there. There we go, running through some Harkins. And up there. So not many turns. And they're not sharp turns. So on the port side, you've got your furling line for your Solent coming back here, which uses a winch. I mean, even though the mast is so low here, you've still actually got a step here if you do need to get a bit higher. On this side you've got the main halyard there. The light green is the first reef. That's actually the third reef, and so the second reef must be on the other side. And they're self-tacking Solent halyard. So on this side, going back, you've got the Gecko halyard, the blue topping lift, and the second reef on the other side, on the port side. Those great seats, actually, they look really comfortable with that corner piece. Spoke to the sales director Maya, and she said they'd spent quite a bit of time on those to get those right. Picture of the starboard helm, video of the starboard helm again. Here's where you're managing your main sheet, and the track, which now is on the aft beam, unlike the 40. So here we go. Go starboard, go port. We've got the green and red on there, and there's your main sheet. Electric winch on this Lombard winch, which I'm guessing is an option. These steps are nice, and that's an improvement actually, because on the 40, to turn your engines on and off, you're having to go through or go round the wheel. So the controls are all set off onto the side now. That's good. Your life raft, it's like the smaller boat, goes in here under this aft bench. This teak flooring looks nice, and the big difference here is you've got a bit more space. Obviously it's wider, so you've got an L shape, safer on the starboard side. This table's great, so it just makes it a bit easier to get into this locker here. There's lockers obviously underneath the seats on both sides, but on the 40 this is a full table, which means you have to sort of squeeze past. But this is a nice design like that. Going in, obviously you've got more space inside on the 44 versus the 40. They've changed the configuration, so nav station to port, fridges and freezer to starboard, and a bigger galley with double sink, and this bar area, it's very light in here. And again you've got hatches to see your mainsail. Nice big nav station. They have used up a lot of space here though. That's not going to suit everyone. Obviously if you're cruising around the world, it's great to have a proper nav station. But I mean, you've got so much space outside, but There's not so much seating space.
L-shaped sofa area, but no table, which I'm not sure if I'd miss. And then there's a big nav station, which is big, but actually could be used. A lot of people are working on the boats now, so working from home and living aboard. We do, so it could be a very useful area. And then this is a bit different, a breakfast bar. I'm not sure how much you'd use it, but really good storage here, and also here. Especially if you're living aboard a boat, you can keep some plants there, cooking stuff, wine. Good size hob. And full size oven, both gas. But definitely, you know, great for living aboard. This is what I like, and this is what I really miss on Gecko's double sink. It just makes living on the boat a lot easier, more comfortable. And here is also somewhere to put your rubbish. Again, it's tidy, it's easier than going under the sink.
So here's the nav station and B&G with Naviops, I'm guessing, to control all of all your DC, but you've also got a backup here, so that's good. There's your inverter, and then you've actually here easy access to all your emergency switches. Yeah, so these fridges are great. 2 fridges, one for your wine and one for your food, and a freezer. That's a nice storage space there. Let's go down into the starboard hull. So if you had the charter version, this would be the same on the other side. So that's the same size, obviously, as the master suite. It's nice and light down here, actually. Maybe that's bigger. Big window at the back. And what do we got here? Shower room. With a separate head. And it's all done in this light finish, same as the 40. So then they went slightly darker on the bigger 46. But I guess that's also an option. That's also very light. I'm guessing you also have an option for the 4 peaks to make those into skipper's cabins, if you want. So going down now into the port hull, this is the owner's version. So, you know, lovely space. I mean, you're not going to, you know, this is a cat designed for sailing, so the hulls are narrower than you would find on other cruising cats. But you know, there's plenty of space certainly in the master cabin. These are nice. The finish is definitely improved. Yeah, like those. Little area there for office work. Plenty of storage. We've got drawers on the left, another cupboard for hanging. And I'm guessing a big cupboard under here. Yep. take a look at that. The tanks. That's an improvement, I've got to say, because on the 40 I'm using suction cups. Let's have a quick look in here. Separate head and big walk-in shower. That's nice. Let's see if I can stand up. Stand up easily here. Now I'm 6'2", so I guess if you're 6'5", you might struggle. But I do like this new system. That's good. That's a lot easier. See what's in here. This is on the port side. What's that? Fresh water pump, and the I think that's for the shower behind. What we got on this one? Oh, that's your tank. Looks like they've moved those forward, the tanks, which would be good for your weight distribution. And bilge pump. So that's your manual bilge forward, automatic bilge.